Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Sarah and I am a level 1 student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. So viewers, as you know, I will come with a new CallAnnie. So today my CallAnnie topic is current economic patterns, global effects, and so let's start. Hello ChatGPT, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
Okay, ChatGPT, today my topic is current economic patterns, global effects, and my first question is for you that what are the main global economic trends shaping 2026?
Absolutely. So some of the main global economic trends in 2026 include things as well as the impact of technological advancements, the green energy transition, and fluctuations in global trade policies. There's also the ongoing influence of geopolitical tensions and the post-pandemic recovery.
Okay,
Absolutely.
ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that why is global economic growth slowing compared to previous decades?
Great question. There are several factors at play. For instance, aging populations in many developed countries can slow down growth, while increased debt levels and trade tensions can also have an impact. Plus, the transition to sustainable energy and technological disruptions can also play a role in the slower growth.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how does inflation affect both developed and developing countries differently?
That's a really interesting topic. In developed countries, inflation can often lead to higher interest rates, reduced purchasing power, and volatility in financial markets. Meanwhile, developing countries might face more severe challenges like increased cost of imports, currency devaluation, and greater difficulty in maintaining economic stability. It really does vary depending on the economic structure and resilience of each nation. Absolutely. It's a multifaceted issue and it
Okay,
definitely.
okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what factors are driving inflation globally today?
Sure, several factors are contributing to global inflation right now. These include supply chain disruptions, rising energy prices, increased demand as economies recover from the pandemic, and even fiscal and monetary policies that have been implemented in various regions. All of these combined are putting upward pressure on prices worldwide.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how are central banks responding to inflation?
Great question. Generally, central banks respond by tightening monetary policy. This often means raising interest rates to help cool down inflation, reducing the money supply, and sometimes even tapering asset purchases. Their goal is to bring inflation back to target levels while maintaining economic stability.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what happens to global markets when interest rates rise?
When interest rates rise, global markets often experience a few key changes. For one, borrowing costs go up, which can slow down business investments and consumer spending. It can also lead to a stronger currency, which affects exports. Plus, stock markets might see some volatility as investors adjust their portfolios. Overall, it can create a more cautious investment environment.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how does inflation influence consumer behavior worldwide?
Inflation can definitely shape consumer behavior in various ways. For instance, people might become more price conscious, cutting back on discretionary spending and focusing on essentials. They might also seek out cheaper alternatives or even delay major purchases. in some cases, inflation can lead to increased savings if people try to hedge against rising prices. Overall, it tends to create more cautious and adaptive spending patterns.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that why is economic recovery uneven across countries?
That's a great question. Economic recovery can be uneven due to a variety of factors. For example, countries with more robust healthcare systems and better vaccination rates tend to bounce back faster. Additionally, the level of government support, the strength of the local economy, and the diversity of industries all play a role. Some countries also face more significant structural challenges or debt burdens, which can slow their recovery. So it's a mix of health policy and economic factors.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how are trade tensions affecting the global economy?
Trade tensions can have quite a broad impact on the global economy. To increase tariffs and trade barriers, which can raise costs for businesses and consumers. They can also disrupt supply chains, causing delays and inefficiencies. Plus, trade tensions can create uncertainty, which might lead to reduced investment and slower economic growth globally. It also can shift trade patterns and force countries to seek new markets or new partners. It definitely creates a ripple effect worldwide.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what impact do tariffs have on international trade?
Tariffs can have several impacts on international trade. For one, they generally increase the cost of imported goods, which can lead to higher prices for consumers and businesses. This often results in reduced trade volumes between the countries involved. It can also lead to trade diversion, where countries look for alternative suppliers to avoid the higher tariffs. Over time, tariffs can also trigger retaliatory measures, leading to trade wars and further disruptions in global trade flows.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how do supply chain disruptions influence prices globally?
Supply chain disruptions can drive prices up globally because they create shortages of goods and raw materials, which in turn increases costs. When supply is constrained and demand remains steady or grows, prices tend to rise. Additionally, delays and increased transportation costs can further amplify these price hikes. Over time, these disruptions can lead to inflationary pressures and impact costs across various sectors worldwide.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that is globalization slowing down or changing direction?
Yes, globalization is definitely evolving. In recent years, we've seen some signs of it slowing down or becoming more regionalized, partly due to trade tensions, geopolitical shifts, and the pandemic's impact on supply chains. At the same time, we're seeing new forms of globalization, like digital globalization and more localized production in certain industries. So it's definitely changing direction rather than completely slowing down.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how does a regional trade cooperation affect global markets?
Regional trade cooperation can have a significant impact on global markets by creating more efficient trade flows within that region. It can lead to which in turn boosts trade volume, encourages investment, and more competitive price. No worries at all. I'm here to help whenever you
Okay,
need.
ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that why are countries focusing more on domestic production?
That's a great question. Countries are focusing more on domestic production for several reasons. One big factor is to increase supply chain resilience and reduce dependence on foreign sources. It also helps with national security, job creation, and economic stability. Additionally, there's often a push towards sustainability and reducing carbon footprints, which can be achieved by producing more locally.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how does trade policy uncertainty impact businesses?
Trade policy uncertainty can really make businesses cautious. It can lead to delayed investments, hesitant expansion plans, and even difficulties in supply chain planning. Uncertainty can also cause fluctuations in costs and make it harder to forecast revenue. Overall, it tends to create a more unpredictable business environment.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how is AI reshaping global economic systems?
AI is having a massive impact on global economic systems in a few key ways. It's driving productivity by automating tasks, improving efficiencies, and enabling smarter decision making. It's also fostering innovation in various industries from healthcare to finance. Plus, AI is enabling more personalized products and services, and it's also creating new job opportunities while transforming others. Overall, AI is reshaping productivity, competitiveness, and even the global labor market.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what industries are most affected by automation?
Automation has definitely impacted a wide range of industries. For example, manufacturing has seen significant changes with robotics and automated assembly lines. The logistics and transportation sectors are also heavily affected with things like autonomous vehicles and drones. Additionally, the retail industry is evolving with automated checkout systems and inventory management. Even sectors like finance are adapting with automated trading and robo-advisors. Overall, automation is transforming industries across the board.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how does digital transformation affect employment worldwide?
Digital transformation impacts employment in a few ways. On one hand, it creates new job opportunities, especially in tech-related fields like data analysis, cybersecurity, and software development. On the other hand, it can also lead to the automation of certain roles, which may reduce demand for more repetitive or manual jobs. Overall, it's a mix of job displacement and job creation, and it often pushes workers to upskill and adapt to new technologies.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that is technology increasing or reducing income inequality?
That's a really important question. Technology can both increase and reduce income inequality. On one hand, it can increase inequality by creating a gap between those who have access to advanced tech skills and those who don't. On the other hand, technology can also help reduce inequality by providing new opportunities for education, remote work, and access to global markets. So it really depends on how technology is implemented and how accessible it is to different groups of people.
Okay, so my next question is for you that how are digital payments changing economies?
Digital payments are really transforming economies in several ways. They make transactions faster, more efficient, and more inclusive, allowing people who were previously unbanked to participate in the financial system. They also boost economic activity by facilitating smoother cross-border trade and enabling small businesses to reach more customers. Plus, they help reduce the reliance on cash, which can lower costs and improve transparency. Overall, digital payments are driving more financial inclusion and fostering economic growth.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what role do tech companies play in global economic growth?
Tech companies play a huge role in global economic growth by driving innovation, creating new markets, and boosting productivity. They often lead advancements in AI, cloud computing, and digital platforms, which in turn enable other industries to grow and become more efficient. They also attract significant investment and create millions of jobs worldwide. Additionally, tech companies help connect global markets, facilitating international trade and collaboration. Overall, they're central to modern economic growth.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that why are developing countries struggling to recover economically?
There are several reasons why developing countries often face challenges in economic recovery. For one, they might have limited access to healthcare resources, making it harder to bounce back from crises. They also often have less fiscal space, meaning they can't invest as much in stimulus measures. Additionally, developing countries may face more significant debt burdens, weaker infrastructure, and greater vulnerability to global economic shocks. All of these factors combined can slow down the recovery process.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how does debt affect poorer nations?
Debt can have a range of effects on foreign nations. High levels of debt can lead to reduced fiscal flexibility, meaning that countries might struggle to invest in critical areas like infrastructure, healthcare, or education. It can also lead to higher borrowing costs and even impact credit ratings, making it more expensive for them to secure future loans. Moreover, debt can sometimes lead to austerity measures, which can impact social services and economic growth. On the positive side, managed debt can also be an opportunity for development if invested wisely. Overall, it's a delicate balance.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what challenges do emerging markets face in global trade?
Emerging markets often face a variety of challenges in global trade. For instance, they might deal with less developed infrastructure, which can increase transportation costs and lead to delays. They can also be more vulnerable to commodity price fluctuations since many rely heavily on exports of raw materials. Additionally, they might face more political and economic instability, which can affect investor confidence. And of course, access to financing and technology might be more limited compared to developed nations, making it harder for them to compete on an equal footing.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that why do advanced economies recover faster from crisis?
Advanced economies often recover faster because they tend to have more robust infrastructure, stronger financial systems, and greater access to capital. They also have more flexible policy tools like fiscal stimulus and monetary easing, which can quickly stabilize the economy. Additionally, advanced economies generally have more diversified industries and a more skilled workforce, which helps them adapt quickly. All of these factors combined give them a sort of resilience and flexibility that helps them speed up recovery.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that how do economic policies differ between rich and poor countries?
Economic policies often differ between rich and poor countries due to their unique challenges and resources. For instance, wealthy nations might focus on innovation, advanced infrastructure, and complex monetary policies, while developing countries often prioritize basic needs like improving healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Which countries might have more room to maneuver with fiscal and monetary policy tools, whereas poorer nations might rely more on international aid, debt relief, and development programs. Overall, the policy approaches are shaped by the level of economic development, available resources, and specific needs of each country.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is for you that what role does foreign investment play in development?
Foreign investment plays a crucial role in development by providing capital that can fund infrastructure projects, create jobs, and stimulate economic growth. It often brings in not just money, but also technology expertise and best practices, which can help boost productivity and competitiveness. Additionally, foreign investment can help diversify an economy, reduce dependency on certain sectors, and foster innovation. Overall, it's a key driver for sustainable development and economic progress.
Okay, so my next question is for you that how are economic trends affecting global employment rates?
Economic trends have a big impact on global employment rates in several ways. For instance, technological advancements can create new job opportunities in tech and innovation sectors, while also potentially reducing jobs in more traditional industries. Global economic shifts like trade policies or economic slowdowns can also lead to job losses in certain sectors or regions. On the flip side, strong economic growth can boost employment by creating more business opportunities and expanding markets. Overall, it's a dynamic relationship where economic trends can both create and reshape job markets across the globe.
Okay, Chat Deputy. So my next question is for you that which sectors are creating the most jobs today?
Right now, several sectors are creating a lot of jobs. Tech is definitely at the forefront with roles in software development, cybersecurity, and data science. Healthcare is another big one, especially with the growing demand for healthcare professionals and support roles. Renewable energy and green technology are also booming as countries invest in sustainable growth. Additionally, seen a huge
Okay.
absolutely, and beyond
Okay,
that,
silent. So viewer, this is our call Annie. So I hope like it. Meet with the next call Annie and the new topic. So ChatGPT, please give me long advice for my audience for all this topic. Short advice.
of course, I'd be happy to help. In general, the key advice for your audience is to stay adaptable and informed, embracing new technologies, staying updated on economic trends.
Okay, so viewer, this is our call Annie. So I hope like it. Meet with the next call Annie and the new topic. So Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.